Hello everybody. I know I haven't been online for a very good few months, and I finally am out of hospital. Not for long, apparently I'm going back in. But yeah, I'm going to update you with what's happened in the last couple of months. Since I've been an inpatient, I mean, you've probably seen a video of me, last one that I posted, that I went into UCLH on Boxing Day with very swollen ankles, etc. Weight loss was ongoing throughout since last year and possibly the year before, but severely last year, was like dropping like dead flies. Apparently the protein was leaking, food malnourishment. They did the blood tests. They started feeding me through the veins by intervention. Was so happy that my weight was going up from 38 kilos and went up to 48, so that was 10 whole kilograms, which was happy. Then to find that I had blood clot in the veins, which is the deep vein thrombosis, or as hospital put it, DVT for short. Luckily it didn't go into the lungs, etc. All that should be in the last video. But when I went home, my weight went down. They didn't put me through to any supplements or anything. Their nutritional team were just a joke. So obviously my weight was going down. They discharged me without my doctor or consultant knowing. My weight was going down, went back down before I actually left to 39 again. So I don't know why they even discharged me with no full proper discharge. It was chucked at me. I was chucked out. I was very very low mood, and my GP was frustrated, raised a complaint with NHS England. So did my consultant, who actually works at UCLH. And it escalated, and then they actually picked them. Let me say, they pulled their hand out of their arse and got, well, the nutritional team, etc., got me to see the right people. As it got escalated, they freaked out that, I mean, I'm not up to it, but as much as my GP was willing to escalate it to so badly that he was going to get me compensation, which I have to say, my GP is amazeballs. Anyway, on that note, I went back in, several health issues, again, malnutrition, malnourishment, and I finally got some nutrition and supplements. I came back out, but I only came out on the sense now that they're going to book me in properly. Supplements are kind of slowly working. It's not making me lose weight, but I'm still between 39 and 40 kilos, which is finally, at least I'm not losing the weight. I'm always nauseous. I'm always feeling sick. I'm on anti-sickness tablets, strong ones. Hopefully my GP will review me soon and get me to have my meds as in either capsules, so it can, when it opens up, it can sort of disperse and absorb in my body, rather than tablets, which take forever. And if I'm nauseous, I end up getting sick and it's not dissolved in my body. So whether liquid or capsule is the next thing until I go back in. So apparently I'm going back in July. They're going to pop me up again and just make sure. But the downside that I've also been gutted and sort of like going through health scares was I keep getting text messages. Well, I got one text message last Friday with regards to going to Macmillan Cancer Support, and I'm like, it came through a text message, and I started panicking because I got a call back from the doctors from the hospital saying we need to talk. So I kind of put one and one together, and I thought, oh my God, I've got cancer. And when I finally got to speak to them a couple of days later, they were like, oh, we just thought we'd let you know that the meeting we're going to take you, bring it back in. I'm like, I'm already still in hospital. Why don't you come and see me? Let me know what's going on. Okay, I know I'm going out, but let me know what's going on. You can come see me face to face. You don't have to scare me like that. They're just like, it turned out to be that I'm going back in just for blood tests because of the DVT and the shortness of breath and on exertion and trying to do stuff. So I'm trying to rest as much as possible until I go back in. But yeah, I've been doing bits and pieces. My husband has been absolutely amazing. I'm back at my parents' because it's closer to the hospitals, etc. And I've been given a walking stick to help me sort of when I lose balance, if I lose balance, which I'm doing quite often. And it's nice to be out, but I'm so tired. It's like you run. Not that I know how to. That I've never run a marathon, but I can imagine that when I get out of bed, walk up to the bathroom or whatever, or attempt the stairs, which I can't. My mum's place, my parents' place, have a lift because my mum's not well herself. So she's got the place adapted. So I couldn't go back to the flat with my husband because I can't go up the stairs. It was like, it's like if I go up, I won't come back down again. And even then, I almost fell. I was struggling. I had to cry, not noticing, because I just don't like asking people for stuff. Yeah. But I got this little sort of squeezy ball. Helps my hand sort of try and get back, because I do get the sensation sometimes of the numbness from the DVT or the deep vein thrombosis on the left side. I am scared of losing sensations there, and the numbness, it comes and goes, and it gets like spasms down my leg, and that's why they told me just keep the walking stick in case you feel weak. You'll get back better, but we can't guarantee that you will get better 100%. But hey, I'm not complaining. I'm home with my family and out. Yeah, not for long, but it's better than nothing. I can't complain. Apparently an operation is going to be due with WAS. I'm still waiting to hear from them. But until then, I will keep you posted. The joys of an autoimmune, where it decides to act against you and surprise everybody. When I get to know what's going on with me, I am sure I will spread it with you and share it and all that lovely bubbly stuff. But at the moment, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me. It's not the best. One thing that really upset me, which I forgot to mention as well, is that the hospital was like, one of the nutritionists, before they were trying to discharge me the first time around, oh, you're sick, it's all up here, that's what's getting you ill, and all the stress, and it's making you lose weight. And I'm like, no. When I saw everybody else that, like, know my history, I'm a rheumatologist, they're like, who told you that? And no, you've got an autoimmune system. Do they even know what systematic lupus are? Do they know what SAD is? Do they know what scleroderma is? Do they know that it's overlapping? And I'm like, I kind of spoke to them and they had no idea. The dietitian that came to see me while I was there, and he's passed it on to his consultant, who comes in separately from the lower, gastroenterologist consultant, who, again, they never told him when they discharged me, and they didn't even do the discharge properly, and it was missing so much information. But that's why they freaked out when I left the first time and brought me back in, because they knew they were doing stuff wrong. However, all the people that know my condition and see me said, no, you do have low mood. You're hiding it well, but it's not the cause of your illness. It's because you've got a long, ongoing condition that it's stopping you doing and being independent. It's not having any effect on your health or why you are and why you're losing weight. No, your body's attacking itself, and the proteins are leaking, and you're not getting any nourishment, because as much as the equipments aren't showing and the scans aren't showing and the blood tests show abnormalities, it's nothing more than the fact that, when we do create machines, we create it on an average person. When the average person goes off, it will pick it up. However, when in the case of rare conditions where it doesn't show and it's one in a person, and you come up with a rare condition and it's not picking up, it's because we haven't had a condition like you for us to be able to say, oh, if XYZ, equals ABC, yours is going like ZBYXM equals, so the machine's going to come up with question marks. And they're like, oh, well, you're fine, it doesn't say anything. Well, don't look there, because I'm not your XYZ patient to be looking at a machine and basing your theories on it. I had to breathe, and I cried, and they added to my stress, if that makes sense. And I thought I was going crazy. I wasn't speaking up. My GP, my rheumatologist, when they got to the stage when they were letting me go and they're arranging transports for me to go and see making sure people come with me. I was on oxygen, sort of like to help me with the breathing, which is a lot better, but still, I struggle with breathing when I'm trying to get up and do stuff. But yeah, what can I say? They put me through a lot, and I wish it on nobody. When you go through and see people that have no idea about your condition. But yeah, it happens, and it will happen, and I am now asked to go to a group therapy where there are people in there have a long-term condition like me. And I just wanted to ask people that have had these conditions, what were their experiences as well, because it's getting to the stage that as much as I'm going through what I'm going through and I'm helping people, a lot of people don't have good GPs or doctors who will let you know that there are people out there that can provide something like that and refer you. A lot of people think, oh, money costing, this, that, the NHS. When it's needed, it's needed. And I'm so thankful for the I can rely on 3 medics in this country. My GP, my own GP, not the rest of that are in this in that surgery. His wife, who's the nurse, amazing. I would never want to change my GP just for them two. My consultant, my rheumatologist, who works very closely even though they're not from the same sort of hospital, but he works very closely with my consultant, who's my lower gastroenterologist, or the GI, who is telling me that I'm having the leakages and explaining to me and talks to me in plain English and understands I'm not from a medical background. So he used to come, or his registrar underneath, used to come to me every time, and the nurses in the hospital would be like, he never does. This guy is like hot, the biggest in his department, and he comes to see you. Why? And I'm like, it's because he can see how I'm a rare case. I'm sure that I'm going to be somewhere there where he's like interested in my case, and he's taking it to other consultants across the world because my stomach is reacting to nothing that they've seen. So it's like, oh, look, it's a live version to test. Let's do more tests. I'm more than happy to do it. But the fact that he comes and tells me before, explains things in simple English, understands, and actually asks, how are you today? What are you up to? I picked up knitting there, or tried to, with my hands, just to make sure that it keeps working. And they used to come in and it's like, oh, what are you doing? And are you going to do us anything for Christmas and stuff? And how about you do knitting for IV and covering the boxes and stuff like that? And oh, wouldn't it be amazing? They come in and make sure that I have a smile on my face. They don't need to do that. They send their junior doctors to do the normal rounds. But they always make time to come and see me because they knew how much it was affecting me. And I was getting confused. And some doctors were just playing mind games to satisfy their egos and throw words and then walk off when I've got like, do you have any questions? Oh wait, hang on a minute, I've got to update your system, and suddenly they never come back. Have you finished? Where's the doctor? Oh, they've gone, they've finished. I'm like, they asked me if I've got any questions, and I've actually written them down. Oh, you can ask them when they come next time. It's like when I see them next time, it's like almost 2 weeks after, or I'm like, new stuff has come out. Oh. But anyway, that's enough of me ranting and how I feel, and I hope this won't be the very last time, and for a long time, until I keep updating you. But I will show you after I hang up. I took this little cute little of the hand stress ball. I kind of whacked it and noticed that after all this time, it actually lights the head lights up. So I'm gonna have to so share that with you, because I kind of like giggled at it today when I found out. So yeah, I will share that with you because it's one of the main things that help me and keep me working. And I would suggest that little things, if people are starting to worry about sensations and stuff, to actually pick up something that may cost them £1 or £2. Go to the pound store, pound stretcher, or whatever. Funny how you will find things that will actually help you. So even if it gets lost or forgotten somewhere, like I do, because my memory is getting really poop, you won't feel so bad about it. So I'll post that very, very shortly. Anyway, guys, I will say welcome back me, and hello to me back on YouTube, and I will hopefully keep you guys posted and talk to you very soon. Bye.